Good morning, Oscar. Did you sleep well, Oscar? Well, wasn't okay with me. Terrible night. Good morning, Mr. Argo. How are you this morning?
Come for the rent.
Of course you did. I know you didn't come for cultural exchange.
Got it or not?
I have it, Mr. Argo. I went right down to the Social Security office after you left yesterday. It took me all afternoon, but they finally came through with the payment.
Next month, I want it on time. No excuses.
They said they would try, Mr. Argo.
Oh, I don't care about they. That's your problem. I don't need the aggravation. 3 days late this month, a week last month.
When Mr. Kaplan owned the building, they would sometimes be 3 weeks late, and he never complained.
Kaplan was a schmuck.
Mr. Kaplan was a lovely man, Mr. Argo.
That's why he went bankrupt. Listen, if you're not happy here...
I'm not sure that I'd be happy anywhere these days, Mr. Argo. But I did find this room bearable these past 8 years before you became landlord.
If you want to leave, just let me know. I can rent this place tomorrow for what you pay.
I have a lease, Mr. Argo, and I intend to stay.
Okay, but the animal's got to go.
What animal?
That parrot.
It's a parakeet. And it's a bird, not an animal.
It's a pet. Ain't it?
Yes.
And it's got to go. No animals, no pets. That's in your lease.
If Oscar goes, I go.
Fine, Mrs. Quigley. You have 30 days to find a new apartment.
Shut up, Oscar. Oh, dear. Not that much. Terrible man. What a happier place this world would be without horrible people like that Mr. Argo.
Get the hell off my car.
Oh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no.
Don't be a punk all your life. Someone's gonna sort you out. They'll try to make a man out of you. Now say yes or say no, say. Say yes, ma'am, say no, ma'am. Did all that. Bad boys get shit banged. Bad boys get banged. hatten schon ein
Damn it.
Wish me luck, Oscar.
Yeah.
My name is Grace Quigley.
You see the sign? It says no soliciting. It's against the law.
So is murder. I'm quite alone, Mr. Flint. Couldn't you open a window or something?
I wasn't expecting company.
Or spray yourself?
Here, lady. Here's your fresh air.
Thank you. Are you a professional or an amateur?
Professional or amateur what?
A professional or amateur murderer. Let's not waste time, Mr. Flint. I saw you commit the act.
Act?
The act of eradicating that poor, horrible man. I was sitting in front of my building waiting to go apartment hunting. Thanks to him, thanks to you, I won't have to, but I witnessed the whole thing.
Yeah?
I'm not here to turn you in, Mr. Flint, even though I don't appreciate criminal types. I'm here because I need your services.
Yeah?
I want someone killed, Mr. Flint, and I think you're the man to do it.
Why me?
Because you're the only murderer I know, and you certainly did a competent job on Mr. Argo.
Yeah.
How much do you charge to give someone the rub, or whatever it's called in your profession?
Well, ma'am, I think if someone was in the profession that you say I'm in, they'd probably charge $5,000 to $20,000 a hit, depending on the circumstances.
That much?
How much would you expect to pay if you found a professional?
Well, wait just a minute. There's $218.15, 16, 17 cents.
Don't treat a professional like an amateur. You might hurt their feelings.
It's every cent I have in the world, Mr. Flint.
Man, for $218.17, you can't get a professional even to break a man's finger, let alone make a hit.
I'm not trying to blackmail you, Mr. Flint. Blackmail is against the law. But couldn't you give me a special price for being so considerate about the police?
I appreciate that. But a hit is never easy, and it's always dangerous. 2,000 is the lowest I can go.
Supposing the victim cooperates.
Cooperates? I don't get it.
It's very simple. I'll try to raise the money if you'll agree to do it for 1,000. And I'll cooperate in every way I can. You see, I'm the victim.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, Doc, but she's not crazy. She's just a little old lady that's tired of the rat race. Hell, when she told me your problems, I don't blame her for wanting to go. Only I don't want to be the one that sends her.
So what did you do?
Well, I told her to raise 1,000. I'd see if I could help her out.
Help her out? Help her out? Or do her in?
Oh, come on, Doc. I don't want to hurt her. She's got class.
Seymour, 1 week you tell me I don't want to hurt anybody, Doc. The next week you come in here and you tell me who you killed. That's nuts. That's craziness. You see how mixed up you are?
Yeah, I know how mixed up I am. That's why I pay you $75 an hour to unmix me.
All right, now wait a minute. Sit down, pal. Let's just set the record straight. Now, you came to me because you had psychosomatically caused heartburn and nosebleeds and what else? What else, huh? Huh? Shooting pains in your right arm. Let's not forget the right arm, pal. The arm which you needed to practice your profession. And how long did it take us before those shooting pains were gone?
I don't remember.
3 weeks of intensive analysis, and those pains were gone, and you went back to work. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I never had a headache in my life. Since then, headaches, like shooting pains, only in the head.
All right, all right, all right. There's a little tension here. There's a little tension here. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Come on, take a deep breath. Exhale, let the head go. Just let it roll. Let it roll back. Shake the arms out like that. Good, good. All right, now, Seymour, sit down. Now, if you remember at the time, we agreed that your arm was more important than your head because you needed your arm to practice your profession. Of course, at the time, you didn't tell me what you did for a living, and that was very naughty of you. Anyway, 3 weeks, intensive analysis, I cured the arm. Now, some things take a little more time than others. If you want the heartburn and the nosebleeds and the headaches to stop, then you just have to accept what you are, a killer.
Mr. Flint, I got it.
I can't talk to you now.
But, Mr. Flint, we must talk.
Call me tomorrow. Hello?
Mr. Flint.
Mrs. Quigley, I told you yesterday I was in bed with the flu. Call me in a few days.
Hello, Helen. It's Flint. I need some treatment. Will you send someone home right away? Yeah, again. Why are you complaining? Yeah. All right, make it as soon as you can, will you? No, for Christ's sake, not Mary. What about that little girl, you know, what's her name? Yeah, that's it, Muriel. Yeah, thanks, Helen. Tell her to make it as soon as she can. Bye.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. You do look terrible.
Now, listen, I told you.
Yes, I know, and you look it. You should be in bed.
That's where I was going.
Then go.
Oh. Look, ma'am, I don't need the chicken soup bit.
This is not chicken soup. It's my own recipe, guaranteed to put you back on your feet by morning.
Well, I'm on my feet right now, and I would really appreciate it if you'd just leave.
I have every intention of leaving as soon as you get back into bed and finish this. As your future employer, I have a right to be concerned about your health. Sit down, Mr. Flint. Sit down. You have to take care of yourself so that you can take care of me. Now drink up. Young man, do you realize what an important profession you're in?
It's just a job.
No, drink it all. Well, you're modest, and that's understandable. I'm sure a great many people would consider you a despicable character. I know I would. In the past. Now, I feel privileged to know you.
Yeah?
Yes, truly, yes. It's almost as if I had a new lease on life. Now that I can look forward to my death by a professional killer. You see, I've tried it twice on my own. The first time about a year after George died. The doctors discovered a problem with my heart. Ordered complete bed rest. I started running up and downstairs, doing exercises, overdoing everything. Just got healthier than ever. No heart problems since. Second time about 3 years ago. Pills. They found me. Pumped out my stomach. I never want to go through that again. In fact, after that experience, I knew that I would never have the courage to try to kill myself again. And then you came into my life. What can I say? But thank you.
I ain't done nothing yet.
Oh, Mr. Flint, you've already given me a priceless gift. The dignity of making my own choice as to whether I want to live or die.
Man, most people think I'm some kind of an animal.
Then you've dealt with the wrong kind of people. It's all point of view, isn't it? To most people, the act you perform is going to be called murder. To me, it's an act of mercy. And if I were a more orthodox person, I would say, bless you. Now, you lie down. I'll leave my address on your hall table. I want you to be at my house at noon tomorrow. And the $1,000 we agreed on will be paid to you in full. Go to sleep now. You're better in the morning.
Mrs. Quigley,
Yes?
you're a nice lady. But once I take your money, I'm committed. Think about that.
Well, there's nothing to think about, Mr. Flint. I've never felt more certain of anything in my life. I beg your pardon.
Oh, hello. I'm Muriel. Is Seymour Flint in?
He's sick. He can't see anyone.
Oh, really?
That's right. He's in bed. Shall we go? Are you Seymour's girlfriend?
Kind of. Sometimes. Are you Seymour's mother?
Well, he's the only son I have at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
Tell me, Muriel, what do you do for a living?
I turn tricks.
Marvelous. I used to do tricks myself when I was younger.
Really?
Sure. I bet I could have taught you a few. Now, of course, I'm too old.
I don't have my contacts in, but you don't look that old.
Then you must be legally blind. But very sweet. Would you like to come to a party tomorrow night?
What kind of a party?
A surprise party for Seymour.
Sounds weird. So, okay, maybe I'll come.
Maybe I'll come. You're late?
You're lucky I showed up at all. I just spent the sickest night of my life thanks to your help, bro.
Yes, it does have a cleansing effect. Come on in, let me take your hat.
Excuse me, I see you're busy. I'll come back another time.
No, it's all right. We can talk in front of Mr. Jenkins.
No, we can't.
But we have to. He's part of the deal.
He's part of the deal.
Yes. I told Mr. Jenkins all about you, but of course, he wanted to see you for himself, be sure of all the details before he commits. Could you explain your line of work to Mr. Jenkins, just for the record?
I got nothing to say now. I'm just here to listen. Do you understand?
Harvey, why don't you tell Mr. Flint what you have in mind?
Well, I can't stand pain, so it has to be painless. And I'd like to look like I went out natural, because I've got some relatives in Iowa that might be upset if they thought I met with a violent end.
Yeah.
Also, I'd appreciate it if you could do it after next Tuesday, but before next Friday. Tuesday, I get my pension check, and on Friday, I have to pay my rent. I'd hate to pay for an extra month, and I'd like to send the money to a friend who needs it. Is that asking too much?
Don't worry, Harvey, he'll do it. And I'll see to it that he does it exactly as ordered.
Thank you both.
You're quite welcome, Harvey.
Look, what are you trying to do to me? Why don't you just turn me over to the cops?
I wouldn't do that, Mr. Flint. I need you.
Listen, if you go around telling everybody what kind of job I do, I ain't gonna be no use to nobody except the state. Now, why are you bringing an old man in this?
Because I knew that Mr. Jenkins would be happy to pay $2,000 for his own painless demise, and that would cover the cost for both of us. It was the only way I could get the money. And here it is. The first payment, $1,000. That's for Mr. Jenkins. I'll give you the second $1,000 for myself after I make sure that Mr. Jenkins is relieved of his burdens according to specifications.
I don't like it.
What? It's real?
No, I don't like the whole deal. I don't like the whole setup.
But you agreed.
No, I did not agree to kill the old man. Maybe I don't want to.
Why? Didn't you like him?
Well, no, maybe that's just the point. He's a nice old man. It doesn't make my job any easier to sit down and have a friendly chat with people I gotta do a job on. Do you understand?
But why should Mr. Jenkins have to suffer just because he's nice?
Now, look, my job is tough enough without getting
Exactly,
emotionally...
then don't think of it as a job. Think of it as a favor to a nice old man, a good deed that you're getting paid for. Seymour, take the money. Now, I want you to come to dinner here this evening.
I'm busy.
Please. Please come. It's important. Afterwards, we can sit down with Mr. Jenkins and discuss the best way to do the job.
Now, look, I told you, I really don't like sitting down and having little chats with people I got a contract on. Now, do you understand?
Have our little chat's been so terrible. Please come.
Okay, what the hell?
Wonderful. Also, I see you ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I wish you wouldn't. They're too dangerous.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself, Mr. Flint.
Yeah.
There are people depending on you.
Yeah.
It certainly is, Oscar. I can't remember when I've been this excited or felt so alive.
Hey, Louise, the flowers any good for dinner with a little old lady?
Hey, my man, they so good you can eat them.
How much?
For you, $2.
I thought flowers are only good for funerals.
good of you to be on time. Over here, we're going to have dinner in Mr. Jenkins' apartment. Oh, look, flowers. How sweet of you. Come on. The guest of honor, the guest of honor.
Thank you for accepting the job of sending us home.
Now, you must come.
Very anxious to meet you. I'm Emily Watkins.
Yes, Emily. Thank you very much. Now, I'd like you to come over here and say hello. Now, I want you to meet a few of our friends. Sam Fingers.
Happy to be included.
And Homer.
This is an unexpected blessing. I'm Homer Morrison.
And here are our two ladies, Sarah Hodgkins. Sarah's deaf, so is her cat. And Dorothy Trugut.
I'm just blind in one eye, Mr. Flint.
Fine.
Mr. Flint, let's just say we're all charter members of the same club.
Yes, that's one way of putting it.
Ready and willing members, Mr. Flint.
Fine.
All right, everyone, he's the man. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny, which nobody can deny.
What the hell is all this?
It's Mr. Jenkins' going away party.
Well, if it's his going away party, why am I the guest of honor? Now, who in the hell are all these people, and what have you told them about me?
Simply that Mr. Jenkins is going home this week and that you're the man responsible for sending him there. I'll go. Stop worrying. Muriel, come in, come in.
I miss anything yet? Nice turnout. Where's Seymour?
Oh, in here, somewhere. Having a good time.
Thank you for opening the window, Mr. Flint. Would you mind meeting a few more of my friends?
Look, Bob, I'd appreciate it if you didn't throw my name around here, all right?
I'm sorry, but it's okay. I haven't told anybody.
Mr. Flint? Mr. Flint?
Hey, Seymour.
Harvey, I want you to meet Mr. Flint's girlfriend, Muriel.
Hi. Are you Seymour's daddy?
No. No, this is Mr. Jenkins, our host.
Oh, well, hi anyway.
It's all right, Harvey. Mr. Flint doesn't mind if you shake her hand.
Glad you could join us, Miss Muriel. You mind if I say she's very pretty?
Do you mind if we leave? Let's go.
But I just got here.
It's the best time to go.
Oh, I'm sorry I offended you, Mr. Flint. I didn't mean anything bad when I said she was pretty.
No, it's all right, Pop. We just have to go, that's all.
Mr. Flint, you have a contractual obligation to stay here.
I was just going to break out the champagne.
No kidding. Imported or domestic?
Napa Sonoma Mendocino.
Sounds fantastic. Seymour, how can you just walk out and not try that?
I don't drink. You coming with me?
She can't. She's promised to stay here and show us how she does tricks.
I sure would like to try some of that Napa Sonoma whatever. Can't you wait, Seymour?
I'll get her the champagne.
No, let me. Why don't you take Seymour to the bathroom instead, Harvey?
That's a fun idea. Can I come?
They have to talk. Come on.
Okay.
Look, I work alone, so it'll be done exactly like you wanted it done.
I just want to make it easier.
Well, I appreciate that, but if you make it too easy, I'll make it careless. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh, no. You do it your way, then. I have every confidence in you.
Yeah, well. Now, look, Pop. I've never done this before. But how would you feel if I said you could still change your mind? Maybe I'd even give you your money back.
Oh, I feel terrible. After this party, I could never face my friends again if I were alive.
Why would a man like you with all these friends want to get himself killed?
Truth is, all my life, I've really always been very shy around people. I guess I tried to make up for that by making as many friends as I could. You know, doing nice little things for them. Well, I'm not too strong anymore, and I've just about run out of money. Pretty soon, I won't be able to do much of anything for anyone. I had thought maybe my family would care, but all they wanted to do was send me to a little furnished room where I could die in front of a TV set. That's too slow, Mr. Flint. Too painful and too lonely. So, thanks again for helping me out.
It's your funeral.
Muriel is going to do her tricks. Quiet, everyone. Silence, please. Muriel is ready to begin.
I'll cue you for the music, okay? Now, all I need is 2 strong men. You and you. Music, please. Just hold on to the table.
Take my advice, Seymour. Marry her. You'll have a lot of fun. I don't know what to tell you, Harvey, except to be patient. Thank you, Harvey, that's fine.
But Grace, it's Thursday, and Mr. Flint didn't call or come over on Tuesday like he said he would.
Harvey, stop worrying. You sit down here. I have every confidence that Mr. Flint is going to come through with something wonderful for you, and that you won't be with us tomorrow. Stop worrying.
Hello? I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. Coming, Mr. Flint. remember, nothing painful.
Hi, Flint said you. Drive, please drive.
What the hell's the matter? Did you give him the money?
I never had a chance to. He took one look at me and keeled over dead.
Well, are you sure we'll call an ambulance?
I'm sure. His eyes were open and he had a funny smile on his face. Come on, Seymour, let's get out of here.
Yes.
Listen, call an ambulance and check on Jenkins. I think he might be dead.
Bless you, Seymour. Bless you.
Bless me.
Doesn't he look wonderful? Look at that smile. It's his own. They didn't put that on him. He obviously went with no pain at all. There are absolutely no signs of violence.
He does look happy, doesn't he?
Yes.
I can hardly wait.
Well, yes. I think I know what you mean. No more worries.
That's right, Emily. No more worries.
I hope.
Jenkins died of a heart attack.
Oh, lever of it.
Look, man, why don't you just take your $1,000 back, go on a little vacation, and reconsider your plans for dying?
Oh, I don't want to die now, Seymour. And I certainly don't want to take a vacation, thanks to you.
Me?
Yes, you. Now I have a reason for living, helping others to find the peace and happiness that you so beautifully brought to Mr. Jenkins.
Yeah.
Now, if you would agree to a special group raid, we could really make a killing. I already have 5 people lined up.
5 people?
Some of the guests at the party. I took them to see Harvey's body, and they were very impressed with your work. Mr. Flint, I think your nose is bleeding.
You mean you told them that I killed Mr. Jenkins?
I told them that you could give them the same relief from their misery that you gave.
No, I can't. Muriel and I are getting married. I'm retiring.
Seymour, you can't retire, not when people need you so much.
Look, lady, I know what I am. A killer and a bum.
That is what you were, Seymour, but not what you are.
I'm getting out of this lousy business. So don't kid me, Mrs. Quigley.
Seymour, anything that does good in the world is not lousy. Only evil is lousy. And evil may have been what you were, but not what you're going to be. Seymour, I have an idea. Come with me.
I feel like a phony.
It's easier this way. Lots of us are going to wind up in places like this, Seymour. It's inevitable.
Night view?
Were you in the war, Mr. Flint?
Where do you think I learned my profession?
Then you're entitled to the benefits of a place like this.
I've never known any old people before.
Neither had I. Until one day I looked around and discovered I was one.
I guess I can do a lot of people some good, can't I?
I told you, Seymour. Think of yourself as a doctor. A doctor saves the lives of those who want to live. You take the lives of those who want to die. Seymour, listen to me. Those 5 people who need your services are all lovely people. They need your help and your talent to free them of their misery. Seymour, listen to me. I was a good mother. I never told any of my children to do anything wrong, and I wouldn't tell you. So be a good boy, Seymour. Help them. Kill them.
Five people, that's heavy.
You can do it, Seymour.
I'll need your help, Miss Quigley.
Mrs. Quigley. You sound so formal.
What should I call you?
Seymour, would you mind calling me Mom?
Okay. Mom.
It's been so long since anyone called me that. Well, here we are. This is it.
This is Morrison's place? He's got a nice house. Why would he want to,
Poor man. He's been so despondent since the death of his wife 6 months ago. He's looking forward to joining her.
There you are, my dears.
Here we are, Mr. Morrison.
Are you going to do something now?
Oh.
What great-looking cars. Do they run?
Perfectly.
May I,
Yes, of course, of course. This one was my wife's, and that was mine. We used to race.
And they both still work?
They purr like kittens.
Emily.
I'm sorry. I just got a call from my daughter.
Your daughter, Emily.
Yes, Grace, my daughter. She wants to see me next week, so I'm going to have to pass for now. I haven't seen her in over a year.
Whatever you wish, dear. But you do realize that the group rate may not be available later.
Well, I'll just have to take my chances.
Emily is not going to be with us this evening.
Oh. I'm sorry, but I'm sure you'll understand. My daughter.
Yes, Emily, I'm sure that the group is most sympathetic. But you must swear never to tell anyone about our solution. It could only cause embarrassment to the memory of everyone here, as well as to myself and Mr. Flint.
I'll never tell anyone. It's such a wonderful service. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to participate. Have a nice evening.
I want to assure all of you that you have no need to worry or to be afraid. And if you want to change your mind, now is the time to do it, and your money will be refunded. Any questions?
No questions, just peace.
No questions here.
No question at all.
Not a single question.
Now, I'm going to disappear for a minute, have a little chat with our friend, Mr. Flint. In the meantime, Homer, why don't you play another song for them? Yes.
Delighted.
What about Irish Eyes?
Aye.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like the morning spring in the fields of Irish land.
Charming.
You can hear.
Now keep singing until I get back.
When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away.
They're ready.
Go wait in the car, Mom.
Are you sure that I can't?
Just go wait in the car, okay?
Yes, very well.
Kittens.
There's a tear in your eye, and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there. Out in your smile, you're as though you die, so they don't mind that you're as though you die.
What now?
We wait.
That's all?
That's all.
They sing prettily, don't they? But Seymour, there's another verse.
Not this time, Ma.
May I put something on your bulletin board? Go ahead. Who cares?
Thank you.
May I?
Go ahead.
May I?
Suit yourself.
You haven't a thing to worry about. Good morning, everyone. Next.
Grace, you've got to see me right now.
But, all right. Patience, patience. Busy, busy, busy.
I want to sign up again, and this time I mean it. My daughter only wanted to borrow money, you see.
That disappearing daughter, you mean?
Are you suggesting she
I'm
doesn't...
not suggesting anything, dear. Do sit down. I just have to warn you that because of the risk involved, our fees now start at $1,000. But because of our friendship, you only have to pay $750.
I'll pay. How long will I have to wait for treatment?
There are 8 people ahead of you. My associate is on his honeymoon, so you'll just have to be patient. In the meantime, you might find comfort in attending the funeral of our 4 friends from the Morrison house. They're all going to be buried in the same cemetery this Saturday.
I better not. I'm afraid I'd feel jealous.
As you wish. I know someone else's funeral is not the same as one's own, but it's going to be a gala affair.
I'll think about it.
Hello, Ma. Just got back in town. Decided to cut the honeymoon short. No. Muriel doesn't mind. She understands that people need me. Look, could you take a cab and meet me at my place?
I'll be right over. I have a lot to tell you. Sorry, everyone. That's it for today. Pass these around for me when you out that board. I want you to all have directions to our presentation this week of 4 satisfied customers. You can bring your friends if you like. Don't miss it. Taxi! Taxi! 13304 Riverside, please, driver. And hurry.
Anything you say, lady. You know the way?
No, don't you?
Sure I do. I even know a shortcut.
I want dinner on the table. When I knock off at 7,
Driver.
hold a match and get a six-pack, okay?
Are you sure that this is the right way?
You say I'm giving you the runaround, lady?
Well, Mr. Putnam, your shortcut has already taken 15 minutes longer than the bus.
Lady, just get off my back, will you? The traffic's awful bad.
Blow it out your ass!
There we are, lady. I told you we'd make it. That's $8.90 on the meter.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid I only have a 20.
What the hell do you think I am, the Federal Reserve?
Well, you stay here. I'll go and get it changed.
Wait a minute. I'm not falling for that one, and I ain't getting stuck with no $8.90 tab. So why don't you just leave me something as a deposit so I make sure you come back, okay?
Take my watch.
Junk's worth $2.
Why don't you come with me, then?
Why don't you just leave me your shoe?
My shoe?
That's right, your shoe. That's something I figure you'll come back for. Oh, hey, Granny. I keep the meter running, so don't be too long, okay? Don't slam the door.
Hello there. Could you give me 2 tens? A pig of a taxi driver wouldn't change this 20. Where's Seymour?
He's in the shower.
Oh, thanks.
Gee, Mom, you look shorter than I remember you.
What? Oh, thank you.
Hey, Sugar.
Mr. Putnam. Change, please.
Lady, it was $9.80 on the meter.
Change, please.
There's 10 cents. There's 20 cents.
Thank you.
Sorry I took your shoe, lady. What I should have took was your foot.
Hey! My shoe! My... Thank you. Where is he? Where is he?
Mom!
Oh.
Ah! I've never been so anxious to get back to work in my life.
Good, good.
Say, hon, would you mind going into the bedroom so Mom and I can talk?
Feeling better?
Oh, yes, yes. No headaches, no nosebleeds. And I know it's only because of you, Ma. Say, what happened to your shoe?
Stolen. In broad daylight. My best pair.
Oh, gee, that's terrible, Mom. All right, so what do you got lined up for work?
Oh, I already have 10 people lined up.
Great. Now, who are they? What are their problems?
They all meet the necessary qualifications, that is, except for one. I'd like you to throw him in as a favor to me.
Who's that?
A man named Max Putnam. I'll get his address. He's a cab driver, and I think it would be a better world with him dead.
What does Max Putnam think?
I haven't asked him. He probably wouldn't agree.
Well, what'd he do?
He took my shoe.
T-
He took my shoe.
You mean you want me to kill somebody because they took your shoe?
Seymour, it was my best shoe.
Ma, you're asking me to commit murder.
Son, I may ask you to kill, but I would never ask you to murder. Call it pest control. It's not funny, Seymour.
Don't be so disillusioned, Seymour. People are people, and all people are subject to corruption.
Not her. She's a good lady. And listen, Doc, don't you call her corrupt. Only I can call her corrupt.
What are you feeling right now? Put it in your own words. Hmm? All right. Let the head go. Let's loosen it up. Roll it around. Take the deep breath. Okay, Seymour, you have developed what we call a mother fixation. That's why you're so upset.
I never had a mother before.
Exactly. Grace has become the mother that you never had. What has she done? She's allowed you to continue in the profession of your choice. No, by convincing you that your skills are now being used for humane reasons. She's removed all sense of guilt connected with your job.
I never felt guilty before I met her. For Christ's sake, Doc, it was just a job. It was a job I was good at.
All right, cut it out, Seymour. Cut it out, okay? You and I both know there is a certain amount of guilt that's connected with your profession. Now, you can deny it, but it's my job to make you realize that you do have feelings of guilt. And once you realize that you feel guilty, then you don't have to feel guilty anymore.
You know, Doc, I never realized it before. But lately, since I met that old lady, I think you're right. I was feeling guilty about something all these years.
Breakthrough. Bravo, bravo. Whoops, that's the hour, Seymour, but I'm telling you, that's wonderful progress. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, don't worry about it. We're gonna work it out next session. There's nothing wrong with guilt once you admit it.
Wait a minute, I don't like it. Let's work it out now.
Wait a minute, Seymour, now, you know the ground rules. There's a patient out there. Would you like to be kept waiting out there if you had a problem?
Yeah, but I'm in here with a problem. I finally realized after all these years I feel guilty about something, but I don't know about what.
Well, I think you owe this lady a giant debt of gratitude. She's put you in touch with your conscience.
But, Doc, she's getting corrupted. You said so yourself. And I'm corrupting her.
There's give and take in everything, Seymour. Let's go. Let's go. Wonderful progress.
Good morning, Dr. Herman. I'm Grace Quigley. Seymour spoke so highly of you. I thought perhaps you could help me with a problem.
My fee is $75 an hour. Can you afford that?
Not bad.
Now, what seems to be the problem?
Dr. Herman, I love Seymour like a son. And yet, in these last few days, I've been having these terrible thoughts about turning him into the police.
When did these thoughts first come to you?
The other day, when I asked him to do me a simple favor, and he refused. I talk to him like a mother, but he doesn't listen to me like a son.
Mrs. Quigley, wouldn't it be a shame if Seymour had to go to jail now? It would put an end to your humanitarian enterprise.
Well, so far I haven't done anything except to write a letter.
What kind of a letter, Mrs. Quigley?
What, a letter? Explaining my dealings with Mr. Flint in case anything unpleasant should happen to me. I've asked a friend to forward it to the district attorney's office.
Mrs. Quigley, I would strongly suggest that you get that letter back just as soon as possible.
I think I have a better solution. You talk to Seymour. Tell him how important it is for a son to listen to his mother. Specifically, I would like Mr. Putnam rubbed.
Hey, that's great, great.
I thought the old lady might call me. I just didn't feel like talking to her.
I think that you better talk to her right now. And I think that you better talk very convincingly. Because if the letter that your nice little old lady wrote ever gets to the district attorney's office, both of us are going to be very inconvenienced. Especially you.
Doc. I think she was just kidding you. Ma wouldn't do that to me.
Well, I suggest that you call Mom and you ask her. And don't think just because you never had a mom that all moms are perfect. I mean, you should have met mine.
Yeah, Ma, it's Seymour.
Hi, honey. Hi.
Hi.
Give Mom my love.
Ma? Look, Dr. Herman stopped by and he mentioned something about a letter. I know you were just kidding.
No, I wasn't, Seymour, and I'm much too tired to talk about it tonight, and the funeral's tomorrow.
Mrs. Quigley!
Honey, where are you going?
A funeral.
Yet who are we to judge the action of these four dear friends? Who are we to say that this should be a time of sadness rather than joy? For I read to you now, at his written request, the words of our dearly departed Homer Bradley Morrison, through whose kindness all the expenses of today's services have been paid. Dear anybody who cares, crying for me, I don't need. My life mostly has been pretty good, but lately, not so good. Life is too beautiful to walk around dying, and when dying is all you think about, then you're better off dead. So live and be happy, everyone. Flowers are unnecessary. Donations may be sent to the antique car wing of the Smithsonian. Thank you, anybody who cares. Homer Bradley Morrison. Amen, and rest in peace, Samuel Irving Pincus, Dorothy Trugert, Sarah Hodgkins, and her faithful cat, Winifred, and Homer Bradley Morrison.
Grace? Grace? So beautiful. I could hardly stand it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Emily.
I hated it. Every minute of it. There they were, happy at last, and their problem solved. And I could have been with them. All expenses paid.
Gangway!
Oh.
Sorry about that.
He's an artist. Your friend is an artist. Do you know that, Grace?
I suppose you're right. I never thought about it that way.
Grace, when? I have to know. I can't wait. When?
Emily, I am afraid I cannot tell you that.
But why not? Why can't you tell me, Grace?
It seems that the artist has become temperamental. Ultimate solution may have to suspend operations.
For how long? Grace, for how long?
Indefinitely, I'm afraid. But don't worry. All deposits will be immediately refunded when necessary.
I don't want my money. I want what I paid for. Grace, is that him?
Yes, I think so.
Then hurry, let's go talk to him.
I'm not sure that he's here to talk, Emily.
Mrs. Quigley, we're nearly on our way.
Excuse me, Emily.
Mr. Killer, I have to talk to you.
Get out of my way, lady.
Please, I'm first. I made a bad mistake with my daughter. I should have been in there with them. All expenses paid. But now I'm ready. I'm first. It's okay, I don't mind. Do it. Where are you going? Yoo-hoo! Mr. Killer! You can't leave me like this. I paid my deposit!
What are you waiting for? Come on. Come along, Hans. Come on. Mrs. Quigley, hurry. Remember your car assignments. Now, I'll come along with you. Now, get in. Shove over. Move it. Oh. I beg your pardon.
Hush, little darling, go to sleep. Look out the window, count the sheep left off the hillsides in the fields of wheat. Across America, as we cross America, what's important here today? The broken line on the highway. All the defy the rules. 'Cause the laws of hell that fools. You know that bad boys get spread. You can look and don't touch, but no, you can't resist.
Wasn't that Mrs. Watkins driving that hearse?
Strong resemblance.
Driver!
Seymour! Seymour!
Mrs. Quigley! Mrs. Quigley! I'll get the police! Oh.
Are you all right?
What difference does it make?
Don't you care what happens, do you?
No, I never really did.
Well, I do. And I certainly wouldn't want to witness your capture in front of my very eyes.
Ma, I tried to kill you.
Yes, Seymour, a very sloppy job.
I tried. I just couldn't do it.
Why didn't you do as I... Oh, what difference does it make? We've got to get out of here. It's smoking.
It's no use. The crankcase is busted. Get off. Are you all right?
Yes. Looks as if Emily has got a freebie. That hat, Emily's hat, popping up and floating off, floating away. That was rather sad, wasn't it?
It's what she wanted, Ma. The lousy cab driver. Why is he so important to you?
He's just a small nothing in the general mess, I suppose. I thought I could help clean up the universe. I was wrong, wasn't I, son?
Never wrong, Ma.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's just float along like Emily's hat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
Mom, this is for you.
Seymour, it's so late.
I did it, Mom. Putman's dead. I did what you wanted. I did it.
Oh, my God. Seymour, what have you done? Oh.
Oh, that's nothing, Ma. That's just that lousy nosebleed that Dr. Herman was gonna cure.
Mr. Putnam, I told you not to do anything about Mr. Putnam. We agreed that you were right and I was wrong.
Oh, I know you didn't mean that when you said that, Ma. I mean, how could I be right and you be wrong when you're the one that taught me the difference between right and wrong in the first place? No, I knew that Mr. Putman had to go. I mean, Ma, You and me, we gotta clean up the universe. Isn't that right, Ma? I mean, you said that. You said that we just gotta clean up the universe. Isn't it what you said? I mean, you said that we gotta clean up the universe. Ma.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Ma.
It wasn't your fault, Seymour. It's all right.
Ma, I don't want to kill anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore, okay?
Don't worry, Seymour. It wasn't your fault. Shut up, Oscar. And you know what we can do tomorrow? We can all go to the beach. That's what we can do. You and me and Muriel. We can even take Oscar. All of us. You'll feel better then, you'll see. We'll have a happy time. You'll see. You'll see. The power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. It's all my fault, isn't it? He did it to please me. He's a good boy. He'll be better off without me.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to kill myself. What do you think?
I've been looking for you, Ma. I was worried about you.
It's too late for that. I don't deserve to live.
Nobody does. It just happens.
Seymour, we've killed an innocent man.
No, Ma. Jenkins and the other people, they want to die.
Jenkins, not Mr. Jenkins. That pig of a taxi driver.
You didn't kill him. I did.
But you did it for my sake.
Maybe he's not dead.
Not dead, but you shot him.
Yes, but maybe he didn't die.
Didn't you check? Seymour, where did you shoot him?
In Brooklyn.
Where? In the head? In the chest? Where?
In the cab.
In the cab? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, he was in his cab, and I aimed, and I missed.
You missed?
Yes, I missed.
But last night you... Seymour! I could have killed myself! I could be lying dead down there in the muck. 21 stories, Seymour.
I'm sorry, Ma.
So am I.
Guess this is the end of us. You don't need me anymore.
What, dear?
I just don't like shooting people anymore.
I know what you mean. Well, let's go home.
Can we?
Mm-hmm.
Customers.
Taxi!
Where to?